Hey y'all, hope you're doing well. I wanted to do a little video to explain buyer psychology in this crazy market, right? Psychology is just going nuts all over the place for everybody, but I had this experience this past Friday night walking down Franklin Street, and I think it relates, and hopefully it'll help to explain some of the buyer psychology right now that is at play. So, have you ever walked by Sup Dogs, or maybe you've been there? I'm too old. I don't know. Every time I walk by there, there's like a million people hanging out at Sup Dogs. I don't know why. Like, are the hot dogs that good? I don't know. Somebody's gonna have to explain this to me. But then I walked by the place next door, and I noticed there was like one person in there. You know, it looked kind of like sad and lonely, and Sup Dogs was just like a crazy party happening. And you know what? I don't even like hot dogs at all, really. But I felt like if I'm going to go anywhere here, which one am I going to choose? Sup Dogs, which has a lot of people and clearly like people like that place, or the place next door with one lonely person in there? And I think the answer is pretty clear, right? Most of us are going to choose to go to the place that looks like the happening place. And it's kind of crazy because when you think about it, the place next door might have amazing food. I don't know. I mean, maybe I would love it. Maybe I would like it more than hot dogs. But I kind of didn't want to go there. I preferred to go to Sup Dogs for that reason, just based on like interest alone. I actually had, now that I'm thinking about it, an experience at the grocery store recently that reminded me of this too. Have you ever walked down an aisle at the grocery store and then you saw, oh, there's only one left of this thing? Like, maybe it's on sale, maybe it isn't, I don't know. But there's just one left, and then there's all this other, like there's a ton of the orange flavor here, but raspberry's only down to one. Or maybe it's a branded thing, I don't know what. And then you just feel like, I don't even need that thing, but there's one left, so I have to get it. I gotta get it. It's kind of crazy when you think about it. But this is how buyer psychology works for houses too. And so when you're selling your house, what you want to do, and it's actually a lot more complex than it maybe even seems, because there's a lot of different factors that go into this, but you want to create a situation where you have extremely high interest and urgency from the very start. You want to be Sup Dogs in that situation. You want to be Sup Dogs and have everybody think you are going to be missing out if you don't show up to this house and get an offer in, and that is how you're going to get the most money every time. Because if you're the other one where there's just one kind of lonely person knocking on the door or whatever, because there were one or a few factors that were kind of like a bit off from the start, desirability is going to be very low. And the buyer mindset is going to be, what is the lowest offer I can put in to get this place, if anybody wants to make an offer at all. But if you're like the Sup Dogs party house, people are going to be thinking, how much money can I possibly put down in order to win this thing? I don't know if it's because we're just like naturally competitive, or we're all, or maybe not all of us, but most of us have this like fear of missing out. I don't want to miss out, or if is it an American thing to feel like, to be anxious about scarcity, like there's this one thing everybody wants to get and so I better get it. I don't really know, but that's an important thing to remember when you are listing your house and trying to sell for the most money possible. Well, I hope that these examples have helped you understand buyer psychology. It's a crazy thing, but that's exactly how it works. And I guess I'll meet you at Sup Dogs sometime. Cheers.